Everyone knows that public nuisance streamers that go around harassing strangers, causing a commotion, and just making everyone's lives around them more miserable suck. Like, that's not a hot take. Everyone knows that. They're just this miasma of cringe that cause everyone a massive headache. But, as I and many others have pointed out for years now, they do inspire an entire generation of young viewers to be losers like them. Because they do find an audience, they do find success, they make money from it. So it becomes a career path and something that young kids want to do to try and emulate that behavior and be like them. It's fucking tragic.
That's honestly true. Like, imagine, it's like everyone wants to be a streamer now. And it's not only that, like the amount of like IRL streamers that you could literally just get a tripod, get your phone, start recording and do dumb shit and you'll have viewers. Like, that's the easy way out, I'd say. But streaming like maybe 5 years ago used to just be gaming itself until like Kai and Aiden paved the way for like IRL streaming, which isn't really bad. But then in terms of like Neon and Jack Dorothy's, like that's when it kind of gets crazy, where you could say some crazy shit, especially on Kick, and you won't get like consequences for doing that, so. Oh, I saw a clip of this. Like, imagine you just take food of like random people, bro.
What the fuck? Put your hand in my food again, and I'm throwing all of your phones.
Holy, that kind of scared me. That shit fucking scared me. I thought I was the camera. Bro, that shit pissed me the fuck off. Yeah, yo, like, don't be touching people's food, bro. I don't care if it's a kid either, bro, honestly.
Don't put your hand in my food again!
And the crazy thing is, if, like, let's say social media, you just showed this clip, holy, the amount of, like, Karen, oh, she's a Karen, oh, what the heck, why is she, like, acting up? But, like, if no one saw the previous clip prior, then, yeah, like, they'd probably say that. But she's reasonable here, bro. Don't touch people's food, bro. Don't be doing some dumb shit. I would have threw that. Okay, I can't say that word.
He hasn't even gotten his adult teeth yet, and he's already
true,
doing this shit. He just graduated from suckling milk out of his mother's bosom.
Yo!
And now he's trying to suckle milk out of Jack Doherty's titties here.
Jesus.
He's just trying to get that clout through being
funny,
a piece of shit. Now you're probably thinking to yourself, Charles, are you really going to be insulting an 11-year-old here? And the answer is a resounding absolutely. This needs to be squashed. You gotta put the kibosh on this immediately to learn that this is not acceptable at all. So absolutely, I will be insulting this kid and the entire goof troop that travels with him for these streams. Now, he has thankfully been banned for this, which is one of the very few times I've ever seen Kick ban someone. I imagine it's not a permaban, but it 100% should. We'll have to wait and see if it is. Yeah, though, this shit absolutely super sucks. So I'm doing a public service here by insulting them. Hopefully it discourages more people like this. And hopefully this kid grows and learns that it's awful. It's not even good content. People are watching you because you are a clown, and they're sitting on the edge of their seat waiting for you to get your ass beat. That is your entire audience.
That's
you are a
true.
fucking spittoon that they are
like, bro, sometimes I'd be watching Neon, but it's like, I don't pray that he gets hurt, but it's like whatever he does, like, I wouldn't be surprised. So, like, I guess people are just waiting for the day they either get beat up or, like, just something bad happens to them. Because it's like, they put out bad content. This is not fun. This is not engaging. This is just disrespectful. And it's like, bro, it takes $0 to be nice to people. That's a crazy thing.
Why would you want that to be your whole brand? His whole stream is basically either arguing or fighting people. And this is him just taking food from a stranger's table. That lady then goes up to confront him, and I'll show you that clip in a moment. But in the same stream, he also gets in an actual fist fight with some other kids. His whole stream is just creating problems and instigating, hoping that someone will fight back, and he just yells and screams about it, or in this case, throws some wet noodle punches at them. Because this is a toddler. Yeah. So they're using their age as a shield because they know there's going to be no real repercussions.
Don't put your hand in my food again. Do not do that.
See, like, bro, he's saying wash the fuck out, but it's like, yo, you took food from her. Like, it's reasonable why she's popping off. And like, good for her for like actually standing up and like pulling up on them
Don't
still.
do that to people.
Who do you think you are? Who do you think
Who do you think you are is crazy too.
Stop filming me.
you're? A nobody. You're a
It's a lot.
You're a nobody is crazy. And then all these comments, Lamau, like, bro, these guys, like, they get fucking turned on by this shit. Like, oh my god, you just stole food from her. Like, Lamau, why is she acting up? But like, yo, what?
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Give me the phone.
Oh, I feel bad for this kid too in the back. Like, imagine like you don't even speak yet, and like the first words you hear, and you might say are like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like, crazy.
Touch my phone, I'm gonna actually do something
Are you
about
gonna
it.
be
Touch my phone, I'ma actually do something. Touch my food, I'ma actually do something. What are you talking about?
Fuck up. I will.
How old are you? 5?
Kids
How old are
making
you?
threats to
Five
this
is crazy.
woman, then he also has his friend like behind her just in case. It seems like he was contemplating sucker punching her. Like that's what it seemed like the synapses in his brain were about to fire and tell him to do there. This is his whole stream with him and his friends just wandering around, making problems with complete strangers for no reason. And I'm also using the term friends very loosey-goosey here because I have a hunch that they're not actually his friends. They probably can't stand to be around this annoying shit stain. They're just here because he has some viewers and they're trying to elevate themselves.
Probably.
That's typically how these stories go. I think it's also worth mentioning that he has clearly been heavily inspired by Jack Doherty. Jack Doherty
fucking hate
is
that guy
another
too, bro.
public nuisance streamer who does this exact same style of content where he just travels around, makes problems, causes a ruckus, and he has a bodyguard with him so that when anyone tries to confront Jack, the bodyguard steps in and either attacks that person or scares them away and sizes them up, gets them out of there to protect
turns
Jack
them off.
Doherty from the consequences of his actions while Jack peeks around the bodyguard still lobbing insults at him like a real tough guy. Also, Jack Doherty is probably about the same size as this 11-year-old. So,
Yeah, he
the
is pretty
reason I
short.
say that he's clearly inspired by him is because this kid also travels around with a bodyguard. That's who that dweeb with the TikTok broccoli hair was that's positioned behind the woman here. That's supposed to be this kid's muscle. Or backup, perhaps. Maybe
they're
sidekick.
cooked.
I believe it's supposed to be his bodyguard, though, like Jack Doherty has. But the clear difference between Jack Doherty's bodyguard and this kid's is Jack's is a full-grown adult man who is like a professional bodyguard. This kid's is another child who's still afraid of the dentist and probably still wearing Pampers and the head of the anime club. But he is still
Whoa,
trying
what's wrong with anime though, bro? What's wrong? Moist, bro. What's wrong?
very hard to be like Jack Doherty. And the question needs to be asked, where are their parents? Where in the fucking world
Okay, I'm not gonna lie,
are
that's
these
true.
kids' parental figures?
You think I give a fuck?
Anime is fire, yeah.
Do you?
All right, hold up.
Do you?
Don't do that
Yeah,
again.
hold up. Hold up. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
What the?
Like this, or any of the kids in this group here. It'd be less shameful if they were just addicted to heroin. Now, I know a lot of people default to
Maybe
blaming
like
the
weed.
parents here because that's a really easy thing to point the finger at, especially with so many parents just sitting their kids in front of an iPad and letting them doom scroll the internet and letting the internet raise their kids. But in a case like this, I don't necessarily know if that's 100% how this happened. I think even if you're someone who's very active in their kids' lives, they can just stumble across something like a kick streamer like Jack Doherty and see him flexing his wealth and be, blown away by that, getting stars in their eyes and be like, I want to be like that.
See, that's true. Like any little kid could just find these streamers, kick streamers that are like this, that tend to flex their money and do all this crazy shit. Like, bro, this is why you check out RAFM Gaming, where I'm not flexing money because I don't have money, but I'm flexing my guns type shit. Like, positive over here, man. We positive. We having fun over here. W streamer, appreciate it.
No matter what the parent does, they can't really snap them out of it. That's just something the kid's going to have to learn through failure and learning that they're going to end up alone and a loser by
Type
trying
shit,
to be like
yes, sir.
Jack Doherty. But
No,
I
but like
think
genuinely, all it takes is like one 11-year-old or one 13-year-old or one person around that age to kind of be like, okay, let's run it, and then actually beat this guy's ass, bro. Like,
there is a clear problem here that the parents aren't here. Like, they're just letting their 11-year-olds wander around IRL streaming. Under no circumstances should a child of this age be fucking IRL streaming on Kick. Kick is a platform that actually has child predators on it. There was a whole expose video about a big
Oh, I didn't
streamer
know.
who was legitimately a fucking predator.
I didn't know
And
that.
their kids are now streaming IRL on that platform right now.
the one thing I'll say though is like let's say for example that kid, right? I don't think that kid acts the same with their parents present. And then on top of that, let's say if you're the kid and you ask to hang out, what are you going to say? Are you going to say, Mom, Dad, I'm hanging out with my friends. We're going to be live on Kick. You could go watch the VOD. I think they're just going to be like, oh, I'm going to hang out with some of my boys. Like, we're just going to go grab something to eat. And then obviously they'll be like, okay, bet. Depending on the parent, right? And then that's when you start streaming. I don't think they genuinely know. So that's kind of an issue. Plus, like with parents that are like middle age or whatever, they're only on Facebook. So because of how popular this clip is getting, hopefully the parents are seeing this and then saying like, hey, you're not allowed to do this. Give me your phone, blah, blah, blah. But again, it's only up to them, right?
I really do think that streamers like Jack Doherty, who I keep name dropping, but it's just so clear his influence on this kid's life,
drop Neon too
really
while you're at
do
it.
create further degenerates. They just continue this cycle of degeneracy by making more people like this. And it sucks. That shit is terrible. So hopefully I'm wrong and we won't see more cases like this. But man, it's still awful. Even with just one case, that one kid was inspired enough to start trying to do the same thing. It's sad to see. And yeah, I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. That's about it. So yeah.
Honestly, a good video. It's a good representation of like what streamers are now. Someone in his life probably has to find out about this clip. Like even like friends of friends, well, they'll probably show like the parents and be like, okay, look at this kid and what he's doing. And then someone probably got to tell the parents. But it's up to the parents too, and it's up to this kid. Like, bro, I hate Jack Doherty, Neon, these IRL streamers that do this shit is like, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. That's why I'm gonna just stick to my thing. I don't care about the views and shit like that. But if ever I make it, and I'm on those type of level of engagement, then I'm gonna do some positive shit. I'll put that on my mom.
I still pick up on your phone just to hang up on your tone. How to feel me to the bone, how to strip me of my soul. I can't love bitches, why I mute my phone. I can't trust bitches, why I stay alone.